And Nico, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you and also to the listeners. I want to talk about TransUnion, and I want to name and shame that particular organization. As you know, TransUnion is a credit bureau, so they have information about us. Now, in my case, they know my name, they know my ID number, they know where I live, they have a list of all my properties, they have a list of all my debts, they have a list of my bank accounts. They have a list of any account I have, and they have a list of any account I've had over the past 10 or 11 years. They collect this information. And I've given them permission to do that. Every time you open up an account, you give that organization permission to talk to companies like TransUnion. Even if you go to a new doctor for the first time, you give the doctor permission to talk to TransUnion. You may not be aware of it, but you do that, and you do that in writing. So TransUnion is a global library of really critical information. Now, they make their money by renting that space that they have. So if you're an estate agent and somebody wants to rent a property from you, or somebody wants to buy a property, that estate agent will go to TransUnion and collect information about you. They get access to TransUnion, they get a link, and then they're supposed to set up a password. And what happened in 2017 is one of those organizations that rented permission to go into TransUnion used the password. It's as simple as that. No due diligence. And TransUnion allowed that. What happened? That organization then got hacked by a Brazilian gang. And through that door, they gained access to TransUnion. So right away, since 2017, that gang has been collecting information on South Africans, 54 million of us. And that information is now available to any other gangs who wants to buy that information. They've come to TransUnion and said, well, if you don't want us to do that, you need to pay, and TransUnion has said no. So now we have a problem. Our information is out there, and it could be lent out to all kinds of gangsters. So TransUnion then came and said, okay, what we can do is we can give every South African access to a special program that for 1 year will help you, and you will be notified if anybody is opening up any account in your name. Normally that will cost you 500 rand, and we will give you that information for free. Now that's what they've said, and so I went to check out whether that is true or not. Now, the first thing I noticed when I went onto it is that their instructions were not clear. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get that program for free. It kept wanting me to pay 500 rand. So I phoned their call center. And according to the young lady who answered my phone, it's not her job to give me access. It's not her job to help me to get access to this program. But if I phone a number 0861, that is the most expensive platform call you can make. It used to be over a rand a minute. And if you dial that and you're paying for the call, you will get onto one of these computer programs that say push 1, 2, or 3 if you want this, 1, 2, and 3. And then after 2 or 3 minutes, you will finally get the option of this is the number you push to speak to a human being. So I'm saying that the door that TransUnion opened for us is not easy for the average South African to access. And so what I would like to do is to ask that you watch the video that they're making of this, that you share the video. And if you manage to get it to work, just say on there in the comment, I got it to work. Because I would like to see how easy it is for the average listener to find the solution. You see, we can't only protect those people who are tech savvy. What about the other people? And so if the solution is not there, I would like us then to start putting pressure on the regulator, who gets paid a fortune of our tax money, and say to the regulator, the act is there. This company needs to be prosecuted, and they need to make it easier for us to get some kind of protection. So 54 million of us are affected, and we can't have sloppy standards from TransUnion, and they should be more fair and more responsible. And quite honestly, to have a password called password is sheer negligence. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nico. So please go and do that and let us know.